go find Mona. And hopefully this time I'm not going to stand on the table. I'm actually going to sit like a civilized person. Fingers crossed.
The best way. There's no need to spend all that effort on me. I'm not in dire need of food.
Duh. You just ate a bowl of noodles, so I would agree with that assessment.
I am a little hungry, but it's not a big deal.
Wait, what? Are you saying I already had some on me? I must have been gifted it at some point for some reason, like in mail or something. Wow. All that effort for nothing.
This aroma is...
Something to go with your noodles.
I never thought it'd be so luxurious.
It's crab.
Fine. Since my disciple has put in so much time and effort, I must, with great difficulty, accept.
Yeah, you sure struggle with that one.
This golden crab is too delicious. I have never eaten anything this good in my life.
I'm sure you have. It's probably just because you feel so hungry right now.
I mean, I never knew that my disciple was this skilled. As your master, I am most comforted.
You say that, but you're clearly relishing the meal.
I see that it's no boast to call them Liyue's delicacies. I suppose it wasn't too much to spend all this mora on.
Yeah, but now you're still butt-ass broke. And what are you supposed to do now? Like, how are you going to eat tonight? How are you going to eat tomorrow if you have no money?
It's nothing. Nothing at all. Now that we've eaten and drank our fill, we should be off. If we travel north from here, we should reach the Stone Gate, and from there we will be within the boundaries of Mondstadt.
You do realize I'm fast traveling, right?
What deep mysteries shall we acquire knowledge of? I'm looking forward to it.
Clearly. Head for the Stone Gate. She's going to want to stop and eat while she's here as well. What the hell was that? IRL, not in-game. It does sound like a child or a strangled cat.
That was tiring, but we're finally in Mondstadt. The quest to plumb the wondrous depths of knowledge is indeed arduous. Paimon's not tired.
You fly. Actually, you don't even fly, you float.
That's because you float.
Ha! See, she agrees with me.
Well, it doesn't look like an astrologist is all that amazing either. That's because you have too many unrealistic fantasies about astrology.
Clearly.
Are you also resting your feet here?
Can I help you? Please don't tell me I've got to solve your problems as well.
Who are you?
Oh, my brothers and I are all merchants. We just finished doing business in Liyue, and we're preparing to head back to Mondstadt. You look rather tired. The cart we hired will be coming in a while. What say you to coming along for the ride?
Do I need to pay?
No need, no need. We're already heading that way anyway.
Oh, they're so nice. Next thing you know, they like ambush us. But they're so nice.
There's no need. Now shoo.
Hey!
Get out of our way.
Huh? Free ride. What are you doing? You crazy girl?
Miss, is there something wrong?
Apparently.
Cease your pretensions, bandit.
Well, that was my next conclusion.
Picking up people on the road who appear vulnerable, robbing them blind once they've gotten on the cart, and then taking them to some Archon-forsaken place. Is that your deal?
What are you saying? We came over here to make conversation, and this is how we're rewarded? With insults? If you don't want to get on, don't. Crazy girl.
Well then, shall I tell you now which objects you have on you that are stolen? If you have any quibbles, we can bring people to corroborate what I've said, and all will come to light. If I lose, I'll pay you 20,000 more.
You don't have
But if I
20,000
win,
more.
then you'll be eating prison rations in Liyue Harbor tonight. How about it? If you're real legitimate businessmen, there's nothing to fear, is there?
You've pushed it too far, brat.
Look at that poor little lizard in the background.
I don't know how you found out, but as long as we get rid of you, no one will have to know.
You will not touch her.
Don't fret, it's just a few bandits. You said earlier that there was nothing amazing about astrologists. Well then, this is a good time to show you what your master can do.
Cool. I'll just watch then, shall I? Ah.
Delve into death.
Haha! Can't see me, can you? I hate that she steps backwards while she's doing this.
Delve into destiny. Leave my space.
So the guy's just standing here doing nothing.
Written in the stars.
That was very zoomed in, I'm not gonna lie.
Let me scribe.
Oh shit, there's backup. What are you guys doing here? I don't think so, guys.
Delve into destiny.
I
Shadows of fate.
am very agile. You shall not get me.
Written in the stars.
Yeah, that's real zoomed in.
What did you think? Did that satisfy your expectations?
It's impressive that you saw through those bandits. I mean, it wasn't that difficult. Your combat abilities were amazing.
Such things are elementary for an astrologist.
Huh, get it? Elementary.
Lies are worthless before astrology. Destiny and truth are written in the stars. Though it may take more time to garner the specifics, I can read the gist of a situation at a glance.
But you did hit some bumps in the road.
That's because Tivat's stars can only display the fates and truths of this world. Anything related to you becomes like a fog that even I cannot penetrate. That is why I must meet that successor. With our knowledge combined, I might be able to gain new insight into your fate.
I'm not getting my hopes up.
Whatever the case, you've got everything to gain from this trip. All right, I'm rested. Let's get this journey to Mondstadt over with.
You're rested. You just got into combat.
If only we had a cart.
I thought you weren't tired.
What's the next stop? Do we get to go straight to Mondstadt? Bewildering fate. Reach Mondstadt. Hey! We get to go straight to the city. Though I don't know if I'd call it a city so much as a town. It's not the biggest place in the world. Even Leo is slightly larger. Slightly. I wish they'd make bigger cities. Hopefully Innozuma will be bigger. Because I'll know what to expect at that point.
Are you ready? Don't shame your master now. We're about to meet that successor.
I'm curious as to who this is going to be because we don't know anybody it could be. So is it going to be a new character?
I guess. Wait, no. It won't do if you have no idea at all, even if you are a fake disciple. We have a rule that forbids us from teaching outsiders, but I suppose I could teach you. My astrology is based on hydromancy, and as the name suggests, I use the reflections in water bodies to observe the true starry sky. Allow me to demonstrate. Watch closely now.
This is really important.
From the present station and movement of the stars, I see. So that successor is a young, female Knight of Favonius.
Doesn't that sound like Lisa?
Interesting. Really?
We will meet her here presently. Well, that's all the information we need.
But who was her master? Lisa seems like she's been on her own for quite a few years. Yet you're implying that the succession only happened recently.
It seems that even basic astrology can't be grasped in one go.
Well, obviously, it's a craft.
Never mind, I'll explain in detail later. She's here.
Well, no, she's not. Oh, she's coming from behind me? Where the hell is she going at this time of day?
Wow, it's you, Miss Honorary Knight. And Paimon, too. You're
That's
back.
not Lisa. That's Clee. Very much Clee.
That's her. The successor to great knowledge.
You mean Clee?
Successor?
That's right. I am the astrologist who has plumbed the depths of the ocean of stars. Surely you have long calculated my arrival as well.
An ocean of stars? What's that? Does it have fish in it?
Fish? No, don't play dumb. Is this some kind of game?
I should be the one saying that. I didn't get what you said at all.
See, I said this was a mistake.
But my predictions can't be mistaken. Well, let's make sure. Your mother's name is Alice, isn't it?
That's right. Oh, so you're Mommy's friend. But she's gone very far away.
What? Why?
My readings told me as much. But before she left, she must have imparted her mystical arts to you, surely.
Why did Mona come to this conclusion?
Mystical arts? I don't get it. Mommy only taught me to make jumpy dumpties.
She's a child. Stop interrogating a child. I mean, you're all children as well, but like, she's literally a child.
So Glee's mother is the friend and rival of Mona's teacher?
Yes. As well versed in astrology as she was, my master knew only astrology. Alice, on the other hand, was skilled in a great many other mystical fields.
Well, Glee's so young. So even if she'd heard this deep knowledge, she might not have understood.
Yes. It seems she has inherited the blood, but not the knowledge. What a miscalculation. There can be no contest like this. Ah, yes. So before Alice left, did she tell you about a 50-year agreement and about a certain box?
Oh, I know this one. So you're here for that box. I'll look. Wait here.
She's just gonna give it over?
Not this one. Or this one. No, it's not this one either. Ah, I remember now. I buried it
Of course she
together with
bloody
my
did.
new treasure at Windrise.
Of course she bloody buried it. It's a bomb again, isn't it?
Wait for me. I'll be right
Oh
back.
my god. Oh god. Glee!
Glee, don't just run off. Don't you need the things in your pack?
I'll help her pack these things back in. You go after her. Looking at how rash she is, I worry for the box.
You and me both, Mona. You and me both. If Klee's involved, nothing good's gonna have happened to it. Oh my god, it's so far away. Much better. We'd have shaved off 200 feet. Where'd you bury it? You do know those things are dangerous, right?
We're here. This is it. Let's dig it up.
That's a dendro slime.
It can't be. I put a sign here. There's no mistake. Ah, dendro slimes.
Yep, dendro slimes.
We can talk later. Let's take them out first.
Wind, hear me. Witness the...
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment.
Ooh, Electro was very useful there.
It's this box. Glad it wasn't damaged in the explosions. Retrieval complete. Let's bring it back.
She's just so adorable. Yes, we are fast traveling back. This lightning reminds me of the Thunder Plains in Final Fantasy X.
You're back at last. The wait was exceedingly dull.
Oh, come on. I took 2 bloody seconds.
I had intended to read a book to pass the time, but this one was just some ridiculous diary. Nothing of note in it at all. It dropped from Klee's backpack, so I thought it might contain some ancient knowledge, but... Never mind that. So, did you find the box?
Are you going to give the book back?
We did. It's in perfect shape.
That's wonderful! Wait a moment. Why isn't it locked? And why is it empty?
Huh? Well, it's because I borrowed this box to store my treasures.
Oh my god, Klee. Where did you put the contents of it?
Borrowed?
But since you're here for the box, I took all my treasures out. That's why it's empty.
You used it to store your things? Then where are the original contents of the box? That's what I want.
Oh, you want the thing that used to be in the box? You should have said so.
Oh my god, this is why you don't deal with children.
You haven't broken it, have you?
No, it's not broken at all.
I guess it's just misplaced.
It's the book in your hand.
The thing that she just said was useless.
What? This. So this book, this diary, is that Hag's... It's her diary from 50 years ago? The thing she wanted back after 50 years was the dark history of her youth? Huh, I'm finished. No wonder that old woman said I should not look at it no matter what, or she'd rip me to shreds.
Am I in trouble?
I mean, no, but you're a bit Gumby.
It was you who said you wanted the box. You didn't say anything about the thing inside. I don't know anything. I'm leaving. Bye.
What a touching conclusion.
Well, if you don't say anything, your master won't find out, will she?
Impossible. Astrology can see through all lies. You've seen it yourself. After having spent all my Mora to come to Mondstadt, not only have I gained no knowledge, but now I can't return. How did it come to this?
What land does Mona even come from? Because she doesn't dress like she's from Mondstadt, nor does she dress like she's from Liyue. Where does she come from? I had assumed she was from Mondstadt.
Maybe you could forget everything in that book and then go back.
That's... too difficult. And even if I wanted to stay in Mondstadt, it would be...
Too expensive?
Yes. I mean, no. You really have no way with words.
Well, then you'll just have to go back and face your master.
Stop talking about it. I guess I'll just have to stay in Mondstadt temporarily. Once that old crone's reached the end of her days, I'll be free.
You're gonna wait until she's dead? Wow. Does that really count as temporary?
But what will I do about my astrology research? No, wait. I don't even have a place to stay.
Neither do I, so I can't help you.
About that, we can go ask Catherine at the Adventurers Guild. Let's see if she can help.
The Adventurers Guild? Ah, right. You can do commissions for them in exchange for... Well, you know what I mean, don't you?
That was always the plan.
Oh, thanks. Never mind, it's nothing.
More mundane tasks. Should have seen that coming. Hey, Swan and Lawrence. Whoa. Yeah, whatever.
I see. I understand the situation. There is a magic laboratory in Mondstadt that has been sealed by some unknown person. Although we have a few specialists who could break the seal, they all have their own labs and aren't that interested in the matter. I believe that if the astrologist you mentioned can break the seal, the owner of that house wouldn't mind if she stayed there.
I'll take her to go have a look.
All right. Then allow me to tell you where the house is.
Interesting. We rarely go this way. Oh, indeed. I bet that's not always there. Mona. It looks like hydromancy.
Place the seal is by no means simple. Breaking this seal by force is nigh on impossible. Interesting. I suppose it's worth using my astrology on. Let me see. I see. So if you first, and then you...
That seems to have done the trick.
All right, it's open.
Holy moly, that's amazing!
I mean, not really. It was pretty anticlimactic.
Now we just need to go back to Catherine and you'll be able to stay here.
No need, no need. You have my utmost thanks.
Goth. Boss. Goth Grand Hotel. There's a hotel here in Mondstadt? Where?
You are?
Oh, I'm Goth, the owner of this house. I passed by the Adventurers Guild a while back, and Catherine told me about the matter. I never thought this troublesome seal would be dispelled so quickly.
Does that mean I can stay here?
Of course, of course. The facilities inside were just being left there anyway. I would be glad to have someone make use of them. To express my thanks, I shall rent this building to you at the lowest possible price.
Rent? I didn't hear anything about rent, and I helped out too.
Well, yes, of course, I understand. I am most thankful to you for that. So rest assured that I will give you the best rates.
I mean...
Paimon thinks Mona's misunderstood something, but...
This might be her best option. Save a little here, scrimp a little there, and you'll be fine.
I guess I don't have any other choice. I'll rent this place.
Great! Then we are agreed. I will go prepare the documentation. Please wait here.
Thanks for your help. Also, well, I'm very sorry, but I won't be able to do what I agreed to help you with just yet.
Doesn't surprise me.
Without the necessary tools and without new knowledge, it will take me some time to see your destiny clearly. But I promise that I'll do a reading for you first thing once I'm ready.
As you said, this journey was all gain and no loss.
Thank you. Our traveling together was fate. And of the good kind, I'd say. I wish you both safe travels. As for me, I need to think of the future as well.
And that should be it.
How is she gonna
Nope.
make a living if she doesn't use astrology to make money? Maybe we should come back and check on her once in a while. It would really be bad if she fainted from hunger in there.
I'm more concerned about her dying from hunger than fainting. Alright, that is Mona's story completed. So, I guess that one wasn't as bad as the previous two, but I don't know if that's because it was a better story or just because my expectations are so low now after the horrible stories of the first two that I'm not holding it against the game that they're bad, so I can just enjoy how terrible they are. Whereas my first two, I had such high expectations for these story quests. Even after Jean's was terrible, I still had high expectations for Venti's. And I was just so terribly disappointed that I just hated it. But going into this one, having been told by my friend that it's the worst of the lot, I had zero expectations. But so it wasn't actually that bad. I do have problems with it, of course. Of course I do. When do I not have problems with it? It started out so promising. Having the deal to go to have this battle with Mona's master's opponent's disciple, right? Yeah, that... You all followed that? That seems like a good premise. The only decent battles we've ever had in this game were like the ending of the Mondstadt questline and the ending of the Leo questline. Other than that, battling and combat is really monotonous and same, and there's no real complexity to it. I would have liked to have seen us not worry about the journey here. We just go straight to Mondstadt. That it's not Klee who's a successor, or at least it's not her mother who is the master. I wish we had actually had a master that was the opponent of Mona's master, and then that master's disciple, and we actually had battle. Like, we actually fulfilled the promise of what Mona set up. That would have been an interesting story. It would have been a hella interesting story. We would have seen more of Mona in combat. We would have been in combat, and it just would have seemed more interesting to have someone who specializes at astrology and I don't know if they do hydromancy or not, whatever they specialize in. That would have been interesting, and to have them fight a special way by utilizing astrology and having it as a different battle to normal. That seems like a wasted opportunity. All these stories seem like wasted opportunities, but that would have been a much better story to tell us more about Mona and to have an enjoyable story. And instead we got some lame-ass journey and feeding Mona, and no one cares. The bit with Klee was cute, but in having that cute moment, you failed to pay off an actual good story. So I could have done without the Klee moment if it meant having that great battle with these other astrologists. So, yeah. I don't feel as negative about it as I did the previous two. It had highs and lows points. Cleave was adorable as per usual, but I definitely don't think it is nearly as good as it could have been. None of these stories are. I've got to question who's writing for Genshin and what kind of audience they're targeting, because it just feels like they're
Onwards.
shooting
We
low
have work to
instead
do.
of reaching for the stars and reaching to be as good and involved and as deep with their storytelling as they could be. They're just going for surface value, and it's really disappointing. But at this point, I'm not surprised. Next time, we should probably do a hangout. I don't know. Oh no, if we're getting more hangouts, it means I've got to do dailies again. Ugh. But for now, we'll do either, have I got left? Chongyun and Noelle. Not gonna lie, we'll probably do Chongyun first because he's my character. I don't know anything about Noelle, so I might leave her for last. Maybe.